Hi, I am Vidit Agrawal from Team Bite Me If You Can, and this is our submission for Level SuperMind Hackathon. In this hackathon, we built an AI-powered social media analytics app powered by data access, Langflow, and AstraDB. The app's name is Metrically, and now I will explain you the entire project. So we will start first with the Langflow part. As you can see, the Langflow part is divided into two flows. The first flow, the bottom one, is used for loading the data into the database, and the second flow is used for utilizing that data in order to generate a AI agent through which the user can chat. Let's look at the flow used for loading the data into the dataset. First of all, we have to create a mock dataset. Here we are using the mock social media dataset with post ID, type, likes, etc. There are total 300 records here. All this data has to be loaded into the vector store. But first, this unstructured data needs to be vectorized. Therefore, this flow is used for vectorizing the data. Here we first of all in this node load the data, and then we have to split it into chunks, small chunks. So there is a 200 chunk overlap and chunk size. So there will be 200 tokens in a single chunk, and then this chunk will be embedded by the NVIDIA's embedding model. We are using NVIDIA's Embed QA4 model for embedding the data. This model then vectorizes the entire data and then stores it into the AstraDB. As we can see here, we have created the AstraDB database with the name HackathonDB, and there's a collection social media data which will contain the entire data, entire vectorized data. After the first flow is executed, the data is loaded here in the AstraDB database. As we can see, the data is already vectorized, and there is content and metadata which will be used by the LLM to generate context. Okay, so now we will take a look at the most important part of the flow. This flow is used for retrieving the data from the database and then using it for generating a prompt for the LLM model, which will then be used to display the results to the user. So the first of all, we have to get the chat input. The chat input will be provided by the user himself. The user will provide the chat input, which will then be used for searching the data in the data stored in the database. This chat input first needs to be vectorized. We vectorize it using the NVIDIA's embedding model, the same one which we'll use while loading the file in the database. This embedding model will convert the chat input into, it will vectorize it first and then it will be used as a context for searching the data in the AstraDB. The search data will be returned in the form of JSON response. This JSON response need to be passed first before generating a prompt format. Therefore, we can see here that we get the pass data and it is used as a context. And then the question, which will be the user input, will be used as a search query. And combining this, we will generate a prompt. This prompt will be used by the LLM model to generate a response. In our case, we are using the Grok's LLM model, Llama 3.18b instant model. This model will then generate the response and it will be sent to the chat output. This chat output response will be then received in the front end to display the data. I will now show you a demo in the playground. We can enter some prompt here. Let's say, give me the key insights for Reels data. So now we can see that the flow is running, and then we get the detailed response about the insights. This same information will be sent to the front end, which will then be shown to the user. This is the final website that we created. The website's name is Metrically. It is completely developed using React, Vite, and TypeScript. The front end is deployed on Vercel, while the backend is deployed on Render. We have also integrated various animations using Framer Motion. When we reload the page, we get these smooth animations. Our team has worked really hard on making the front end user friendly and appealing. We are using some mock data for pricing and testimonials, etc. This is our team. As we can see, everything is animated. We have various hover effects, etc. There are three sections: features, pricing, and about us. We have two call to actions: chat with AI and view insight. The chat with AI is used for chatting with the AI that we have seen in the Lang flow. So we can give input here. Let's say hi. and we get the response from the Langflow. Here we are making an API call to the Langflow API using our backend. We can also write something like give me the insights about deals, and we get the response from the Langflow. Then we have the analytics page. Here we can see all the data visualized in the form of graphs. We have a pie chart, a bar graph, and a normal line graph. Everything is animated. So this was our final website. The final website is also completely responsive. As we can see here, when we go into the responsive mode, the website is responsive. It scales down according to the size of the screen. So as mobile phone user can also use it without any problem. We have taken care that the website can be used by any screens. Now we will take a look at the code. The code for Metrically is in a single repository. The single folder contains the backend as well as the front end. The backend is a single TypeScript file where we are making a WebSocket connection to the Langflow API, and then we are making a post request on the submission of a chat to the Langflow API, and we get stream the response to the front end. The front end is divided into various components as we can see here, and all these components are written using TypeScripts and to provide better type safety and developer experience. This entire code is deployed, is pushed onto our GitHub. So this is our GitHub. We have also maintained an extensive README with
So
everything,
this was
with
our
every
project. We
documented
had
every
really fun while
features, the
developing the
tech stack we
project.
are using, as well
Thank
as
you.
the installation steps, so that you can also contribute to our project. There is a detailed installation
So
steps,
this was
folder
our
structure,
project. We
component
had really
overview,
fun while developing
styling,
the project.
the live
Thank you.
demo, and the deployed backend, and the links of our contributors. So this was our project. We had really fun while developing the project. Thank you.